Welcome to the You Heard podcast with your hosts, Ben, Joe, and CP. We're here to cover everything related to Miami Hurricanes football, from hot topics to pre- and post-game analysis.
All right, we'll talk about it at the end. We'll talk about it.
No, let's talk about that right now because you completely flipped it on me now.
I hate him for knowing this, bro. This man knew the brand, dog.
Okay, I don't appreciate that. I'm saying, like, I don't appreciate.
What did you say? What are we talking about, man?
Get into our topic.
I feel keeping it a buck.
You heard?
Oh man, hold on, wait. My guy isn't. He didn't add himself to the stage. What are you doing over there, fam? What are you doing over there? No, it's like this. It's like this, straight up. Palms out. How you doing, brother? How you been, man?
Chilling, man. Tired, man. You know what I mean?
It's a little too late for you. I know, man.
Starting late and all that. You know what I mean?
It's damn near midnight for you.
I just came from the gym and I forgot. I almost forgot, son.
I was gonna hit you. I was gonna, hey,
hop in the shower real quick. Get ready.
What up, Faith? What up, family? How you doing, brother? Michael Rodriguez, ¿cómo estamos? Hope everything is well. Hope everything is lovely. Hope everybody's happy and healthy. You know what I'm saying? Joe letting you know right now. Let's just do this right here. Let's just do this straight off top. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all scan that QR code right there. Get your merch. I'm saying spring is in the air because it's always lovely here in Miami, man, being a Miami Hurricanes fan. It never changes. The grind is real. Not much has been going on, Joe. You know what I mean? First of all, how are you? How was the gym? How's it? Everything good?
Oh, yeah, man. I don't like going to the gym this late, man, because, everybody be in that joint at 5:30. But I missed this morning, so I had to get it in, man. You know what I mean?
I feel you on that, brother. I feel you on that, man. Yeah, I worked a little late, but couldn't miss. I mean, couldn't miss 2 episodes in 1 week. That's not allowed. That's you know what I'm saying? That's grounds for suspension. And I don't know how you suspend yourself when you started it, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Let's see what we got going here.
It's like self-reporting. You know
exactly.
Violations. You know
exactly. Yo, look, my bad. That would be myself. Hey, listen, hey, here it is. Yeah. Man, I had to cut it down, bro. The humidity's a little bit too crazy. I basically cut my hair once a year and just start letting it grow all over again. You know?
I agree. Yeah, man. That's what it is, son. That's what it is, man.
And he doesn't drink coffee, so this is just what we got to deal with.
I'll be up, son. Fam, I'll be up at like 5 in the morning, man. You know what I mean? So,
no, man. I feel you. It's a long day, man. It's a long day when you wake up that early.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Appreciate you holding down Monday. You know what I'm saying, for the culture. You and Flo.
We had a good time.
Flo had the flu pod. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he's recovered and healthy and doing well. So shout out to him, man. Obviously, shout out to Steve-O's mom's, man. You know what I'm saying? Posted the picture, everything went well. Everything's went well. So really happy for that, man. Good to hear. But yeah, man. What's new, man? Ain't not much going on with Miami, right? It's quiet.
It's quiet,
not
man.
too many
it's
graphics.
July. I mean, it's July, man. Getting a few pieces here and there. A couple pieces maybe coming up this week. Somebody
days.
might be a couple pieces might be popping up tomorrow, Friday. So
but y'all know what it is, man.
Nothing major.
Yeah, not too big. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's we enjoy it, man, but we try to keep everybody grounded that checks out the pod, man. It's still about December, man. No matter about if a graphic pops up that we didn't like or if we did like the reason why we tell you about December, man, is because the staff don't stop. The staff don't give about a graphic. The staff is gonna keep calling you, keep checking in on you, keep seeing how you're doing to the very end. They're not just there trying to buy a graphic, man. That's not how this staff works. So shout out to
what's ill about fans. The fans is we could harp on the knee, the
Yep.
coaching decisions,
Mm-hmm.
and we can bring those things up. We'll go back years,
Mm-hmm.
but we won't bring up what happens in December, son.
Yep.
Like from a recruiting standpoint.
Never.
We
focus
don't
on the
remember
negative.
that. Yeah,
Not
we
at
don't
all.
remember that
No.
because it's been shown since Coach got here. You know
Yep.
what I mean? He's shown what happens, you know what I mean, now. And this is a faster pace than what we've been used to.
And it's gonna get
Like
faster. Yeah.
we haven't we
Mm-hmm.
wasn't getting it in like this in July for real.
Never.
A couple, you know what I mean, a couple, but most of the action has happened in December. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
it's getting even spookier right now.
Yeah, because
So,
if we go back pre Mario, right? You'd have to wait for like a couple December flips from other programs. You know what I mean? Like it would just be later on stuff to like kind of make the class pop up. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it.
even pre Mario, we had mad decommits. If you
Yeah.
remember that, like we would
Yeah.
have, you know, crazy recruits in July, August, June, whatever, but they'll decommit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we were the Florida State of that in that situation during that time. You know what I mean? Like people will come in, but like, nah, they're not really sticking with it. But yeah, I mean, like I don't understand. Like, yeah, I noticed that you go back like 3 weeks when other schools were getting graphics like, yo, what are we doing? What's going on here? Why we miss? Like, fam, like what? It's June. Like it was June. Like what do players just took their visits?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like give them a little bit of time. So it's wild, man. Like I've never understood. It was like how do you have that level of recency bias where you're like, I don't even remember December that was 6 months ago. I don't remember that at all. I don't remember Francis Magoa coming here. I don't remember Samson. I don't remember, you know what I mean? JoJo not talking to nobody about nothing, just on a random ass Tuesday, like Kendrick popping up. You know, so here's your graphic. I'm done. Don't ask me nothing about nothing. Like, how do we forget all that? The knee happened, bro. That's a factor. But you know what I'm saying? Like, even with that context, he was down. You know what I mean? Like, so even with that shit, is like you don't give it full credit because we want to focus on the negative. Look, I think a lot of times, Joe's like, we talk about it, you know what I'm saying? We've talked about it several times. Is that because we're such a beaten down fan base, like we've lost so much that we could only fixate on the negative. And for a lot of people, that's the way their brain works. Like you want to just focus on what we're not doing and the comparison shit, especially with social media. Like I'm saying the FOMO, like, oh, why they getting all the graphics? Fam, like Mario's giving you 2 years of, I'm saying, the best classes we've ever had since Randy. Randy gave us that number 1 class with the Northwestern 5.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's legit. Like that also happens, man. Like that's how you build it. That's how you build it. Yes, you get your transfer portal guys, which we'll talk about in a little bit, as patchwork. You know what I mean? Solid guys that grow when young ones aren't ready. But like how do you doubt this recruiting? Like I don't get it.
That's you said something very important, is that's how people's minds work, man. You know what I mean? I see it every day. And that's why it's important to me to always say, wake me up in December, and to always say, you know what I mean, 2023 is not 2024, man. It's totally different. It looks totally different. A lot of different things can happen, man. You know what I mean? One year does not have anything to do with the next, man.
Especially now with the transfer portal. Faith Family Football says, you
Just
heard, have you guys?
Yo, that's ill, son. Me and my wife was just talking about this, Faith.
I'm gonna look into that because I know it's a possible way to do it, but I have honestly no idea how. So I'm gonna do some research, aka YouTube, to figure out. That's the research to figure out how to do it. But yeah, that'd be dope. Have you guys? So Faith Family Football asks, have you guys thought about adding a phone line to the one of the shows? That way, someone else can call in live and chop it up with you guys. I'm gonna look into it, Faith. I'm gonna look into it, man. Or maybe I'll have something set up by Sunday or next week. Because Sunday we're breaking down.
Now, Faith.
You
don't
something.
Put this on this dude's mind, and he's gonna be hitting us at fucking 3 a.m. Like, yo, I just found a phone line. The
Got
new
it.
number is 800. You heard, sir.
Exactly. That's exactly how it's gonna happen, fam. That's exactly how it's gonna happen. Y'all, you already know too. That's what's fucked up. Just a bunch of graphics and thumbnails. Hey, what do you think about this graphic? What do you think about that? But yeah, man. Look, we have a chance to chop it up about Gavin Nix. Oh, y'all already talked about it. I'll give y'all my 2 cents. Starting middle linebacker in a couple years, right after Popo leaves. But the recruiting won't stop behind him because he's gonna keep getting pushed. Actually, worked with somebody today that knew him when he went to Lake Highland as a freshman before he transferred over to IMG. As a freshman, right? He goes, because his son played football. He goes, as a freshman, he was a man amongst boys. Like, this is a 14-year-old, 15-year-old, depending on however you chop it up. He was like, he was already that dude. Like, he was, okay. Like that as a 14, he was a starter. And Lake Highland at that time was winning championships. So shout out to my guy, man. Yeah, Henry. Yeah, look. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Henry Stevens. Let's go. Mario for mayor. Yo, like, we don't ever, Joe, you said something on, you know what I'm saying, on For the Culture. You say a word a lot. We say a word a lot. Context, right? The importance of context when you trying to make it, like, that shit matters, man. Like, you can't just be like, yo, let's win now. That's it. Everything's done. The last 20 years didn't happen. None of the relationships that were frayed, none of that matters. Mario's here. He's got to win everything. Context, man. You take the knee away. Fam, we beat Clemson last year. We don't even talk about that shit. For the first time in like forever. With a freshman quarterback, game managing, and punked them for 15 minutes in the third quarter. When have we ever punked?
The ball straight down the field, son.
Son, when was the last time we punked somebody like that? You tell me. At that caliber, not like a FAMU, no disrespect, or you know what I'm saying, like a lower level program, like legit P5, P4 program that we punked like that for a whole quarter. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't talk about the shit. Like, we just like, the knee. All right, fam, 13 other games happened. Take the context. Look at the stats. So, but this year, this is it, man. 2024. This is that serious pot right here, man. Because we win. I'm talking all the shit. All the shit. All of it. You thought I was crazy before?
It's really for me after this Florida game. The Florida game is going to tell me some things, man. It's going to tell me it's going to show me some things.
I know we're going to break it down on Sunday, but just real quick, what's your biggest concern in that Florida game that nobody, like, there's like the secondary and all that stuff. What's like your other concern that like, yo, like, this is a real problem for me, like that's standing out for you as the more you think about it? Because we're 8 weeks away from it, 9 weeks.
Yeah. The first game. It's first game. The unknown of the first game. Everybody's healthy on both sides. Every staff, and I guess we can talk about the staffs, right? Because take away the records, right? Take away the failures of each staff. Talk about Napier coaching. He's an offensive coach. Talk about him coaching offense and our OC coaching offense. You know what I mean? And I don't even know who their defensive coordinator is. But
I remember being like some young dude, but I don't even know if he's there anymore. Like, I'm gonna do the deep dive later, like probably Friday.
But basically, first game, like, you had 8 months to prepare. Who's more prepared? You know what I mean? Who's more prepared? You're in the swamp. Things have to go right. Like, the refs, I don't trust still.
No.
I don't even know who refs it's gonna be. I don't know if it'll be ACC refs. I don't
Might
know
be
if
like
it'll
Big 12.
Whatever. I don't trust them. You know what I mean?
We saw multiple safeties last year that didn't get called.
Yeah, when it comes to Miami. You know what I mean? So to me, it has to be like you come in and take their hearts immediately. If you
Yep.
allow it to be close the whole game, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's the concern. Just because it's the first game, like I said, if we were playing them in week 6 or some shit, I'll be all
You'd
right.
have a better idea. Yeah, better idea.
But week 1, you know. So
Yeah, I think for
that's
me,
the
man,
concern.
it's for me. I know. Look, I know we got 3 monsters coaching them up, but breaking in a new left guard and center. You know what I mean? Like that communication. Like Jalen Rivers was on with Dono on Lockdown Canes, and that communication. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about like that communication is going to be brand new. You're talking to somebody totally different there. If that's going to be Sampson, if there's going to be Mike McCoy, whoever that's going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Standing to his right. Like I was like, man, that first game, because I'm assuming Florida for an SEC team. Like you know what I mean? Like last I saw the game I saw the most was when Kentucky ran through them, right? Just laughing about it.
I watched that whole
But
game.
yeah, so it's one of those where like, I mean, I'll see how that works. But those 2 new guys and what our center's gonna look like with the replacement of Matt Lee. Let's see what we got here. We got a couple questions here, a couple statements too. Angry Ape says, and fans are sleeping on how physical the team is now. Teams were saying how beat up their players were after Miami. Think about it. We lost half our defensive line last year. You know what I'm saying? Like we lost like what was it, like 3 or 4 players. We didn't have the depth and we were still physical. Ruben Bain throwing people around. There was a report of a young man at Clemson questioning if he wanted to keep playing after the Miami game. Haven't heard anything like that in a long time. Yeah, it's been a minute. It was probably the one that was 32 years old and got thrown aside by Ruben Bain, Byron, if we're assuming something. The right tackle. Ian Coleman says 2026 class is going to be crazy if we win 10 games. The new QB and Malachi Tony are lethal. Yeah, the new QB also the new QB is the QB for Vernell Brown III. Because that QB is the starting QB and VP3 is his receiver. Because VP3 just transferred to him.
And another top receiver in 26. They have 2 good. They have VB3 and Larry Miles, is it? Yeah, Larry Miles is his receiver too. He's a 26 kid and he's a top receiver as well. So
yeah, let's see what income. I'm gonna Joe the rest of it.
They got that little chubby kid, man. That's the D coordinator, man. The chubby kid.
Yeah,
man.
the one that can't grow facial hair, fam. Right? Like
yeah, the chubby dude, man.
Yeah. That dude he looks like if we're keeping it a buck, he looks like the deli manager at a Publix. More than a D coordinator. You know what I'm saying? I need my D coordinator to look like he been through some shit. Like I need my D coordinator to look like he, you know what I'm saying, he could walk through alley and be cool. Ben, you're right, but Florida has to worry about our D line too. Barron, Barrow, Bain, Austin, Mesidor, and Bryant. Oh, speaking of Ian, that's a hell of a point there. Did you see the video of the entire defensive line getting that working this offseason? I saw a lot of retweets where like, at least they're not at the gas station. That's usually what that's how I came across on my page. But yeah, man, that D line working. It was good to see Barrow looks like he's Barron looks like he's 100% healthy, getting that working, which is good. So recovering from an injury. Man, but that D line is crazy. Because you didn't even mention the Mod Moten. You didn't mention, you know what I'm saying, like the 5-star that we flipped from Ohio State that I can't remember the name of right now. That's drawing a blank. Justin Scott. You're not even thinking about the strongest man in the state, Artavius Juggernaut Jones. You know what I'm saying, if that dude gets it together by the end of the season, next year's D line is going to be stupid. All right, we did see this HD DJ Pickett, Mr. No Matter What, is announcing on the 17th. He asked if we a lock. I don't know, man. Look, I'm gonna keep it a bug with you. If I didn't know or if we didn't know, we wouldn't say. Like that's just, you know what I'm saying? Like Flo's been adamant that, you know what I'm saying, he's a Kane. We'll see what happens, man. Like it's a lot. It's a lot going on.
A lot of people are concerned that the date got moved up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fresh off the Oregon visit. Oregon obviously is on fire with recruiting right now as well.
Yep.
They obviously have unlimited funds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how instrumental NIL is in his recruitment. I wouldn't think that's the main thing for him. But this is the ultimate wake me up in December.
Yep.
Regardless. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because he's definitely paying attention to how the season looks. So I think regardless on the 17th, it's wake me up in December, fam.
Yeah. I'll put it like this. I don't worry about a June or July commitment. Look, either way, right? Either way, because we've seen it multiple times throughout the years. But with him, it's what I'm saying. Like the moving up is a cause for concern for just a little weird because he as far as we knew he was going to be during the season. But yeah, he's I'm saying he's waking up in December. We just figure it out with him. I guess they know they're not going to stop recruiting. And even if he, again, like their energy won't change for him. If he commits, they're not going to stop. If he doesn't commit, they're not going to stop. They don't change how they move at all. They show you consistency. You could every interview, regardless of I had a great visit and all this shit. They all 3 years now. Every player says the same thing. They don't change how they treat you. This is who they are is how they are always, and that's the way Mario does it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Pay Pickett, cutthroat business. They got Ish Twisted. What is it? The braids? Thank you, Ian. Someone has been paying attention. You know what I mean? Shout out to that. Yeah, look, it's gonna be he's the guy. But look, let's focus on tomorrow. We got Hilton Drake Stubbs dropping his commit to us. What is it? Us for Florida. You know what I'm saying? Us for Florida. So we'll see how that goes. But I know what it is, man. Look, we keep it calm over here, man. I don't worry about Mario Cristobal and the staff about recruiting. I just don't. I just don't, man.
No reason to.
No
reason.
Joe, I did want to ask you something, but I forgot what that was. But I want to play this because JD Pickell, Pickle is it Pickell? Has Ben Hanks dropped a commitment date?
I don't think so. Nope.
Nah, he hasn't dropped a commitment date. Ian. So tomorrow, it's between Florida and Miami for Hilton Drake Stubbs, and then Friday, SJ Allah Fatuli, I think is how you say the last name, between us, Michigan, and I think Nebraska. I don't care. It's Miami. That's numero uno interior offensive line. Numero uno. All right, let's see. I could pop this up here. Let's see. Excuse me. I don't like I gotta do this like full screen.
Let's see what's popping. JD. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
We've seen Florida State, Mike Norvell now be ACC champions. When Mike Norvell got there, that was not a roster that was ACC championship level. They brought in a Keon Coleman, brought in a Jared Verse, brought in a Braden Fisk. Could keep going down the line here. They brought in players that made them a drastically better football team. So just because we haven't seen a team portal their way to a national championship just yet doesn't mean it's not going to happen at some point in the near future. The reason why people are pushing back on you have to go through the portal thought is because we've only seen the Georgias, the Alabamas, Michigan, the teams that don't necessarily use the portal as heavily as an Ole Miss or a Florida State win a national championship. That's the big reason. But listen now, the portal, 6 years old. Portal's fresh. Portal's new, baby. Like, I don't think any of us know with a 6-year sample size, without a shadow of a doubt, how the portal is going to be used in the next 10 years. We don't. We can pretend, we can be holier than thou and scoff at the portal and say, oh, that's not what college football is. Maybe not what college football was. Are we sure that's not where it's headed?
Yeah. Be careful for YouTube hate y'all again. No, I think we should be good. Because I mean that one time Angry, we went crazy with the videos. Yeah, look, not to shit on Florida State, but I will have to take my time. I think you can build through the portal, right? But I don't like Gavin Nix. I saw him on their 247. Gavin Nix, our middle linebacker commit, asked him straight up, right? And you know what I'm saying, they said in the message boards, like, yo, y'all kind of focus heavy on the portal, and it could be detrimental to my development. Why do you do that? Something along those lines. And he said that to a reporter, and they didn't have a real response. And then the topic, you know what I'm saying, the chat boards went crazy. It was like, fam, but it's what you like. I don't understand the reaction to it, because it's like, it's proven that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
all right. So it's not Florida State hasn't portaled that much more than Miami.
right.
Like, the numbers aren't crazy.
There's not that much.
It's not like
right.
60-20. You know what I mean? I think it's they probably have 5 more portal guys, or like 4 more portal guys. So you know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I certainly don't agree with the situation, right? You have a freshman coming off his freshman year, going into a sophomore year.
Right.
Could contribute. He's been in the system for a year. He's going through the workouts. Maybe he played in a couple games, 2 games, got some game time, went through 2 springs, right? Came in early, went through 2 springs, and then you get a portal guy to just, like, the portal guy is obviously going to start.
Yep.
Like, I don't agree. Like, obviously, if you see something in the young guy where, hey, he's not ready, man. But that's not all the time, man. Sometimes you just getting portal guys because they were highly rated guys, and you just want to get them in there. You know what I mean? You want to stack. They call it stacking. We're stacking the roster. But I think you have to play. Like, that's always been my question. You keep replacing. When do you play the young guys? You keep saying they're young guys. They're young guys. I don't trust them. All right, fam. They 21 now.
Yep.
What's going on? Like, they've been in the system 2 years and 3 summers. Like, what's going on, man?
What Jay-Z lyrics?
Yeah, how were they still young guys? Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand when that cycle stops.
The thing to me is, like, he's been there 6 years, right? He's going into his 6th season, Coach Norvell. There hasn't been, from what I saw, he hasn't had really like a top 10, you know what I'm saying, like a top level class there. So look, the recruiting rankings, whatever they are, like they do the shit, like there's typically the top 3 classes, which are, typically Georgia, Bama, Ohio State, right? Those are the ones that typically tend to consistently be in the playoffs and all those things. Like the last, because TCU was a portal school, right? Remember, we forget that shit. Recency bias again. Like the year before, you know what I'm saying, when Georgia beat the dog shit out of them, that was a portal school, right? Yeah. So Georgia has beat 2 portal schools, right? Like a combined 130-10 and 2 championship. You know what I'm saying? And like in a bowl game and a championship game. So it's like, yes, you can. This isn't saying you can't do the portal, all that stuff, but don't be sensitive when somebody brings up that you portal, because everybody portals except Clemson. Clemson's the only one that don't portal. People leave, but he doesn't bring anybody in. Like that's a method you want to do. You want to do it, that's fine. But then don't be defensive about it as if you don't do it. Fam, everybody does it. The whole nation does it. Alabama, everybody. It's a normal thing. It's part of business now. But yes, when you bring like, and I told you when we talked about it multiple times, I typically don't like multi-year transfers. If you're gonna get a guy, you give me a 1-year guy, and you work out the young guy. If the young guy isn't it, you send him on his way, and you bring in another young guy, and then if you have to pour to that, you pour to that. Like next year, we're probably gonna have to get a Porter quarterback, right? That's fine with me.
At some point, you gotta trust your recruiting. Like, you recruited
because
these
then
guys.
why do you do it? Because then why do you do it? Why do you go to the high schools if you're just gonna get a 37-year-old transfer? You know what I mean? Like, what's the point then? Because then, like, perception becomes reality. You know what I'm saying? It becomes like, oh, you're just gonna get a Porter guy over me, and I might not play for a couple years. Why would I commit to you? Like, we've seen that. You know what I mean? Like, that was the thing that brought it to mind. I was like, the video from JD, and then the article or whatever from the boys over there. I was like, fam, like, you do it though. Like, don't be defensive about it. Like, look, yes, like, own that shit. Like, yeah, we do it. So, like, that's part of business now. Don't act like it's some illegal shit. Like, damn, it's totally normal and it's fine. Just don't act like you don't. But then the other side of it is what you get is when they're Porter guys, they're coming there as a mercenary of sorts or as a second opportunity. And they might not have that same belief in the program, which is why none of them play in a bowl game. But none of them play in a bowl game anyway. But don't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? All these parts, all this is part of it. It was just interesting. I was like, again, just because somebody hasn't done it, I think you're going to win with Porter guys at some point, right? Like somebody, but your whole team can't. Your top 44 can't be Porter.
Well, Florida State doesn't recruit that well high school. They don't recruit the high school that well. I mean, they're decent. You know, they're not trash at it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I think with them, there are holes to fill. You know what I mean? But like with us, let's say this past season.
Right.
I think the portal could have been used a little bit more wisely, and we have to always this past portal season.
Yeah,
we have to always, say we're not in the building, so we don't know what's.
It's our perspective.
We don't know the thoughts. You know what I mean? But the secondary bodies. You know what I mean? I definitely think we got Mish Powell, Isaiah Taylor came over, but corners. You
had the young kid from Marshall.
Marshall, yeah. Deani Hill, yeah. There was others out there. And fam, who knows? Like, we could have did homework and been like, yeah, nah, he ain't gonna fit in the locker room. That's fine. That's fine to me. You know what I mean? O-line, that was an issue for some people. We got Carpenter, and that's it, right?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it.
Markel Bell came last.
But he was a commit from JUCO. He was not a
So Carpenter, which was needed. That was a center. That was needed. And we really didn't have a young center on the roster for real.
Nope.
Like, too young. But I personally think at guard will be fine to me.
Yeah.
I think so. Because you have Matt McCoy, you got Sampson, you got cats who've been there for a year, 2 springs, who I think are ready.
3 summers.
Yeah. Sampson. You know what I mean? Who I think are ready. Quarterback was necessary, definitely. Running back, I think was necessary as well.
Yeah, you needed a big body proven guy.
I don't really understand, but whatever.
Yeah, that one I could have. I mean, especially but I guess you wouldn't get somebody who's like bodied in size and frame. You know what I'm saying? So you can call the same plays for I don't know. That one I'm like whatever, because you've had so many guys, especially with like a JoJo. It's one of those things where like, man, I just kind of want to see, but again, that's us, right? Like, I just kind of already want to see JoJo. I don't want to wait. Like, it's not like it's not.
And I think we'll see JoJo. We'll see JoJo. I think.
Oh, JoJo gonna get some burn. Yeah, JoJo gonna get some burn. So yeah, I think he's gonna get some burn game one. Like it's not, you know what I mean? Like I don't think he's gonna have to wait too long. Too long.
Mhm.
Like imagine going out 5 wide. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hope
whoo.
we see it. I hope we see it, man.
Did we see it at all last year?
I don't
Thinking
think
back,
so.
I don't think we saw 5
I hope
wide
we
at
see
all.
it, man. I hope we see it.
Yeah, man. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. I just but going back to like the caliber of players that we're getting now, right? Like in the waters we're fishing in, sometimes we fail to like realize how much deeper we're fishing now. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, so when people are like, "Oh, this guy should have been a take," like we have the conversation all the time in the group chat. This guy should have been a take. Like, fam, like we see a couple videos, have a couple conversations. That's not, you know what I mean? Like, that's not
Yeah,
like
we don't know, man.
we
We
talk
don't
like
know.
keep it in the
Yeah.
book. We talk to these, you know what I'm saying? We sometimes they reach out to us. You know what I'm saying? We have conversations. We have, you know what I'm saying? We have people obviously, you know, CB, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has their guys. Look, my guy, like Cortez knows my number one just committed to OU. Like I got nothing to do with that. Like, I don't know what the fuck, like, I like them, you know what I'm saying? And I wish him the best, and I hope he thrives in Norman because coming from Homestead ain't the greatest of, you know what I'm saying? Greatest situations. So shout outs to him. But we don't know. Like,
We
we
don't know
don't know
what
what's
happened in that building, man. We don't know what happened in that building.
yeah, we don't know. So like they have their evaluations, and you know what I'm saying it's literally a job. So I'm again like previous staffs I'd have more concerns. But this seems like a professional outfit. Like this, these, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers don't ain't fucking around. Like they're headhunting. You know what I'm saying? Like they're coming for everything. So I don't have the same anger. Like these motherfuckers don't know what they're doing. Like previous, like every other staff before, like basically just other than Mark Richt. You know what I'm saying? That's basically it for me. But yeah, man, it was just, I don't know. It's crazy. So couple got big time commit tomorrow. Possible big time commit tomorrow. Look who
Could go
decided to
either
show up.
way, man. You got us or Florida, man, and
Our big brother
Big
Pope
Pope
right there. Probably just
posting
left the gym.
posting gym mirror pics. And
Yeah.
yeah, come on,
Another
Pope.
headset, boss. Another
Yeah,
headset. Yeah,
right.
just
That's it, boss. Take it out
another
my
headset.
check. You know what I mean?
Take it out my check. Take it out my check, boss. Daily reminder that Gavin Nix is a king. That's Poke's number one. That's
Yeah.
Poke's number one. Who's your number one? DJ?
Yep.
DJ Pickett's your number one.
DJ Pickett, no matter what.
What?
But a close 1B is Elijah Griffin.
Man, they missed
So-
that. Yeah. Elijah Griffin is to me like reminds me of last year's Kamarion Franklin.
Mhm.
Like just that, you know what I'm saying, that freak size and athleticism. That he's one of them dudes, man. He's one of them dudes.
Yeah.
Oh, could that be a possible? Oh, that would be bananas, man. To take him from Georgia. Would be crazy.
So tomorrow, I think he's announcing at 4. He put it out there. The saw graphic. He's announced. So on the 4th at 4, that's dope. You know what I mean? It'd be dope if he's at like a barbecue, man, and you know what I mean. He just come out in the backyard in whatever gear on. You know what I mean? That'd be some dope shit. Something.
Yeah, I do like the last two commits with Darian Coleman that popped today. And
that was
Gavin
dope.
Nix.
That was dope. He said, "Let me get Coach on the phone, man." Yeah, that was
let me
dope.
call him. Yeah, and then Gavin Nix's video was dope too. Yeah, I like that too. There, I like it because I just like it, man. They take the time out to really do something creative and different. So shout out to them, man. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel about the fake cap and throwing caps away and
I don't understand it anymore.
How do you feel about that, man? Is that not the recruit having his time and fun a little bit?
And you know what? So like I thought about it because I know there was a linebacker that committed to Arkansas that threw some hats, right?
Ooh, he was disrespectful with it.
Yeah, but I kind of.
But you know who it was? Yeah.
Yeah, I know who it was towards. So I was like, I kind of like the disrespect, and I'm a shit talker. Look, we do it all the time in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to talk shit. So it's like the thing is like you don't know how that school made him feel for real. You know what I'm saying? Like
You
that's
don't know
how.
what happened behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
behind the scenes, like what if they said something crazy? What if they said something to his mom's? You know what I'm saying? Like that was off putting his grab anything. So it was like because that hat wasn't on the table. Remember, he reached under the table to get Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? So he put on he put on Florida State,
But
Georgia.
he didn't disrespect. He didn't like. He put on
He
Florida
goes,
State.
nah.
Like nah, and then he
Yeah.
he didn't. So the cat Derry Norris at Georgia Tech disrespected us. Like it was
Yeah,
very
he did.
disrespectful, and I understand kind of why.
Yeah.
I can that situation. I
Yes.
kind of understand, even though I wouldn't advise, to do that. That's like still be professional to me, but I understand why. Like the
Yeah.
only reason I'm doing, like if I'm a recruit and I'm going to Miami, it's fuck the big three. Like I'm disrespecting them because those are my rivals now. I don't care about them. You know what I mean?
Facts.
If I'm Florida State, fuck them. You know what I mean? I'm
Yeah.
doing that because I don't care. I'm gonna see you for the next 3 to 4 years, and we bang it every single time.
I mean, but
So
he went to Georgia Tech, right? Derry Norris committed to Georgia Tech, which we're gonna see. He's gonna see us. So
they not right. They not right.
Then I'm not saying they're a rival, but like you in the same lane. But yeah, like once I think, once communications have to be done, like there was no reason to do it. You know what I mean? Like whatever reasons there were, you know what I'm saying?
It's
like
business. It's business, son. This shit,
like
whatever happens all the time.
Yeah,
now.
you're not like. And real quick, I don't know if y'all know this. Y'all ain't new. Like the next year, they're looking for somebody to replace you. Like it's not. You know what I'm saying? Especially like with the money they're giving you, fam. You are an employee now. All that, we love you. All that rah shit is dead. We gonna tell you how we're gonna develop you. We're gonna give you the plan. And if you don't like that shit, or if we see something we don't like, you might be in a graphic headed somewhere else. That's just the business now.
It's literally the program. When Omar Epps' character went on the recruiting trip, the band was there, the chicks was there, all that. When he reported for his first day, there was no band,
nothing.
There was no chicks.
Nope.
He said, "Yo, what happened to all that shit y'all used to get me here?" They was like, "Nah, you here now. We got you. Let's get to work." That's what
we got to do shit. Let's get to work. Yeah. All that shit is dead. It's just I don't understand. Like the thing, like I don't understand how players don't see that. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is, like most of these players come from like
they're emotional. Look
at them, like
emotional.
And look at them, emotional. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true.
And Derry Norris got to see us. Like he, in the next couple years, he got to see
why
Matt
he didn't.
McCoy and you know what I mean. He got to see people.
And when he's standing on the sidelines, seeing third, like, okay.
You got to see TJ, whatever his last name. I'm sorry, brother. He got to see the next baby Inez. You know what I mean? He got to see Francis maybe in his final year. Like he got to see them.
He'd be gone, brother.
I mean, maybe next. Well, he had 25K, right? Yeah.
So, he had 20K. He'd be gone.
Yeah. He got to see. Hopefully SJ. Hopefully. He got to see these dudes, man. Kinsler. You know what I mean? He got to see him.
Tommy Kinsler gonna be, he gonna be next
up.
He
gonna have to see him. He gonna have to answer some questions, baby.
Yeah. He's gonna have
remember that video, right?
Hey, you remember that video?
You remember that video, right?
Y'all funny games, huh? All right, let's get this trench work.
Thought it was a game, huh?
The hat throwing shit is he didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like I guess Tavion Wallace didn't disrespect them. But if you feel some kind of way about it, you also gotta remember, fam, like everybody's seeing you do that. There's a transfer portal. Other coaches top level coaches might not like that when you go in, you know what I'm saying? When you're trying to bounce out and do something, you go to a bigger program. Like though, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like that's the thing that factors on it. Because before it was cool, right? Because you only went to one school, you didn't have to worry like before the portal 6. I can't believe the portal's been out for 6 years. So before it was like, all right, I'm gonna go to them. So who cares who else I disrespect? But now in
I
in
don't
the
think
span
they
of
care though. If it depending on who you are, like I
yeah,
think was it Wes Basaint who threw down the U at Florida State? Like he was on a visit and he threw the U down. I believe it was Basaint, if I'm not mistaken. Chat, if y'all know, let us know.
Chad,
But it
if
was
y'all know,
somebody who's on Miami right now, though.
chat or rewatch anybody, let us know.
Yeah.
Henry Stevens says, I'm hearing FSU recruiting been kind of shaky. Yeah, they're for the park. Yeah. They're for the parking, son. You know what I mean? That's
just what it is. You know.
Yeah. FSU media has had a setup outside the kids' home. They got stood
that's
up.
fine. That was fine.
That's fun. That's also funny. Like that's funny.
Fine. I don't know where he lived in relation to. Don't he live in Georgia?
Yeah,
Ain't
he
he a
lives in
Georgia
Georgia.
fan?
Yeah.
These fools don't went all the way to Georgia.
I mean, it's technically not that far.
It's
though.
not right. It's right.
No,
right,
actually,
but still.
depending on like in what side of Georgia, like if they towards Atlanta, like in Tallahassee to yeah, that'd be a hell of a drive. But yeah, man, got some big time commits popping, possibly the next couple of days, man. How y'all feeling about it, man? Let us know in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jessup, Georgia. Where's Jessup, Georgia?
I have no idea what that is, Joe. You could have said any other. You could have said anything Georgia. I wouldn't have known except for like towards Atlanta, Savannah. I could give you Helen. You know what I'm saying? Up in the mountains. I'm sure. Make sure y'all check out the QR code.
All right, so
right there.
Jessup, Georgia is right
there.
North of Jacksonville. It's like right there. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Well, I love how we're doing MapQuest on towards the end of the pod. Like, also, MapQuest doesn't even exist.
There's no
anymore.
MapQuest.
I don't think
MapQuest is a thing. So.
I just aged the fuck out myself.
You aged the hell out yourselves.
Son, remember you had to print them shits out? Yo, that shit was
deadly. I was in college with a fucking I don't even know what you call them shits now. So a map, a physical map.
Yeah, son. Shit was. How'd you see roads? Yo, like how the fuck did we see? So how was that legal, son?
Son, you couldn't tell if it was construction going on or nothing.
Nothing.
Shit was brutal. Think about it.
Brandon Brock says, shout out to the double B's, man. You know what I'm saying? I think the additional coaches should help with recruiting some, because now they can have guys who can strictly concentrate on recruiting. We're here to need it bad at the DT position, but it is what it is. DT position we did pretty good last year. You know what I'm saying? Towards the we remember Justin Scott flipped, Artavius Jones,
pretty well.
Dalen Russell, who we don't hear about. Like that's one where state, you know what I'm saying, player of the year for the state 2 years in a row. And don't hear nothing about them. Also, state champion. Like they beat fucking Mandarin. You know what I mean? Like Mandarin. Like when you start looking at Mandarin, how the fuck did they? The Mandarin got Ben. Mandarin had Jamie French. You know what I'm saying? Hilton Drake Stubbs, Derek Plaz. You go down the line, and Columbus goes, all right, cool. Catch this ass whooping though. You know, catch this real quick. But what went down with Derek Norris? Because I thought he was a Miami priority. Henry Scroggins is what happened.
Yeah, sometimes Brandon, you know, some people they're recruiting them, but some people have committable offers, some people don't have committable offers. You know what I mean? So which means they're in a wait and see pattern because there's other people that may be higher on the board for them. So
also, Brandon, like we're always going to be told everybody's the number one priority.
Oh, sure. You gotta say that.
Because you gotta say that. You're not gonna be like, yo, you fourth, you third overnight. You know what I mean? Like that's not how it's ever gonna be.
But
so
for recruits, anybody out there watching, parents, you have the right to ask where you're at. You know what I mean? Ask if this offer is committable. You need to ask that. You know what I mean?
Because if you don't ask,
yo, you offer me, can I commit right now? And if they say no, then you're not that.
You're not that. And it's totally fine to ask because go where you listen, regardless of this king shit, man. This is still an education. You know what I'm saying? Get your dues, go where you're loved, man. Because you know what I'm saying, wherever that is, It's not, again, young players, parents, advisors. This shit right here is a business to the highest level now. It's only going to become more business. You might get cut your first spring, be like, yo, sorry, man, you're not going to make it. You might be injured, and we recruit somebody over you. Like, hey, listen, hit that portal, brother. Wish you all the best. It's different now. That shit, you could make it. You could be here 15 practices and might not see a 16th. So Terrence Wolf says, Stubbs, Aloha Fatuli, Pickett, Carter, going to be Canes, and not long after new coaches. Okay. What does that mean at the end? Can you elaborate a little bit on? Yeah, and not long after new coaches. I don't know what that means. That comma also threw me off. If you keep it a little buck, I don't know what that means. The first part, yes.
New coaches. So new coaches are coming after.
I mean, there's a limited amount of coaches that you can have.
New coaches being added probably to the. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that, sir.
You start bringing in more people, broadening out the bandwidth of relationships. You know what I mean? Like, especially now that everybody, that's where, like, there's some people should be analysts, and, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you bringing them on like that. That's gonna be too many. That's too many chefs in the kitchen. Like, when you have a limited coaches, like that's bananas. That's gonna be damn your whole.
But I do think you can get more one-on-one time. You can leverage more one-on-one time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because I think that's important as well. And I really think everybody has a role. Like, everybody vibes.
The little brother of the ball
differently. Yeah, Zoo. Everybody vibes differently with different people. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Facts.
Hey, man, listen. Sunday we might have a special guest on Sunday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To break down Florida with us. We're gonna start our breakdowns, man. We're gonna start our opponent breakdowns this Sunday. We kind of timed it out to where every Sunday we break down an opponent, and no disrespect to FAMU, Ball State, USF. I even threw USF in there because I don't think it's going to be like that, what everybody else think. But those three we're not going to break down. We're going to start with Florida, and then we're going to jump to, I don't know who's after Cal.
Virginia Tech. Okay. Virginia Tech.
So we'll start with Florida Sunday, and then every Sunday after we'll do a breakdown, and that should be 8 Sundays. You know,
that'll take us right into the season. We're gonna have a guest on, man. Actually, looking forward to chopping it up with him. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be enjoyable. It's gonna be a good time. Hope y'all enjoyed. We got nothing else. Joe, you got anything else?
Nah, man. 4th of July tomorrow, man. Y'all be safe out here, man. Please be safe.
Yeah, don't do nothing crazy,
wild, man. And if you're a Canada dude going to Miami, I suggest you chill and keep your head on a swivel, because Uncle Luke got on and said some things. You know what I mean, from an OG's perspective. You know what I mean? So,
fam, like,
I suggest you keep your head on.
Yeah, people getting messy with that shit now. Like, it's getting like you do realize you gonna catch a flight, and like
it's always the other people, man.
It's never gonna be the celebrity. Hey, man, make sure y'all scan that QR code right there. You know what I'm saying? For the merch, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know how we do. Got the Wake Me Up in December graphic shirts. Got to Let Them Cook. You know what I'm saying? Got the fuck everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But it's all, fuck the big three. It's just big we. I fucked all that up.
Right.
All yeah, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Appreciate y'all so much, man. Let's see one last comment here. Yeah, it's business. Absolutely, Brandon. I appreciate you. Hey, remember, this is a podcast, so we're available wherever you get your podcast. Leave us reviews, man. 5-star reviews helps grow the show. All that good stuff, man. Check out the website for all your audio, all the merch, all that. We out of here, man. We are up out of here now.
Well, that's it. I really hope you enjoyed it. We had a ball making it. Thank you very much.